Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I would like to take this moment to sing you a nice lullaby real quick. Okay, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? What's up? What's going on? What is going on? I'm gonna close this door because it's gonna get a little loud in here. Even though I'm the only one in the building today. What is going on? Yeah, so I was having a little technical difficulties. I apologize. It was telling me I had a bad stream, and I wasn't sure on how to fix that. But I think that we're good. The Wi-Fi here is a bit spotty sometimes. It might chop up, might cut out. Let me know. Okay, so it's been a minute since I've done a live stream. Let me get myself oriented here real quick. How useful is this information? I don't think it's useful at all. But I do want to pop out. Let's do this. Put this here. Mute it. You're muted. Perfect. That's good. Here's my script. Okay. Guys, what's going on? What is going on? I'm doing well, Chris Bezos. What have I been up to? Too much. Too little. Nothing at all. I don't know. I think that it's only appropriate that I get the snacks going before we start anything. Today's snacks are brought to you by Samoas. Beautiful Samoas. Although these aren't the official Samoas. These are knockoff Samoas by Keebler. Listen, Linda. I'm sorry, all right? Give me a little slack. I don't ever have cash on me. And so it's hard to buy Girl Scout cookies outright because they don't have like square readers or anything like that. So, you know, when I'm feeding for the Samoas, I have to go for the knockoff brands. But those are our snacks for the day. Nice hat. Thank you. Is that new merch on your head? It is new merch on my head, but it's new merch that only I own. I'm selfish. Okay, so let's get into this. So this is the State of Jabrils 2019. Just to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I haven't uploaded a video in like 40 days or something crazy, and I don't think I'll be able to upload for another week or so. So I was like, I need to put some content out there somehow, some way. So this is the State of Jabrils 2019, and the whole objective of this is that like I just want to update you on like kind of what's been going on a bit, what's going to happen a little later here in the future, and get some of your thoughts and ideas. And yeah, I don't know, I really just need content on my channel, for being honest. So this is how this is going to work. I have a few different updates, and like, I don't know, I call them news segments. I don't know why, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 different segments, and then at the end of the segments, there's gonna be a Q&A in which you and I were gonna chat and chop it up and blah 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 blah. However, I'm only going to address the chat, answer questions and comments after each segment. After I end the segment, then I'll address the chat. And the only thing that can interrupt this flow is super chat. If anyone throws a super chat in the middle of an article, in the middle of a segment, I will stop what I'm doing and address that because it's only right. But other than that, save all your questions for after the segments or at the end. Let's see how this works. Let's do it. let's do it. So before we begin, I guess I'll address the chat a bit. Is Square popular? Yeah, I think Square. Yeah, Square is a pretty popular POS. Square and I think Clover is like another really popular one. Um, 6 segments. Cool. How am I doing? I'm doing fantastic. This period right now that I'm living in is so fun. It's so much fun. I honestly can't complain. Okay, so here we go. Our first super chat from Mike Oxlong. Please say my name as carefully as possible, as you possibly can. Mike Oxlong. I think I nailed that. Cool. All right, let's do this. So, oh shucks, I actually need that up. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is, wait, what happened? Did that break on me? This is a great way to start the, this is a great way to start. What happened? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this because I like set all this up last night. Oh, of course. I gotta plug in my hard drives. It's the first of its kind. Bear with me. I'm learning. I have to plug in my hard drive. Give me a second. I think I put it all on this one. Solid state drive. These things are getting smaller and smaller. This is a terabyte solid state drive. Look at this. Look at the size of this thing. It's insane, man. All right, I'm gonna plug this in. Hopefully it just works. I don't have to like set everything back up. I'll be pretty doggone mad. Okay, let's try it. So first segment that we're gonna talk about is no. I'm gonna browse again, and it's right there. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna. Oh, you're back. You're back. I think you're back. Just to be on the safe side, I'll do it again. All right. Okay, technical difficulties should be out the way. Let's try this from the top a third time. So first segment that we're going to talk about today is devlogs. So I have a dev gaming, what I'm trying to say, a game developing channel. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but it's just, if you search Jabrils Game Devs, Jabrils Game Dev channel or something like that, you can't miss it. But anyhow, a lot of my time recently, I went to GDC recently, and just the energy of that place and talking to a bunch of developers and whatnot, it really inspired me to like get a bit more serious with like developing games and whatnot, to like release them on Steam and whatnot. And so here are a few prototypes that I've been working on. This is 3 out of 5. I'm not showing all of them because some of them, I'm pretty sure most of these won't see, like, they won't be completed. But if you're interested in that stuff, head over to my game dev channel. I have devlogs for some of these stuff, some of these games. Staggered, which is on screen right now. I just released episode 6 for the devlog. This is I don't even know what I call this one. Some space game, 4-player space game. Devlog, and that's coming soon. And then the next one after that, this is Sudden Showdown, inspired by Super Smash Bros. The best part, I believe, which is the sudden death. So it's like you have players fly over the place, drop bombs. Devlogs for all those are coming soon. Check out that channel. I think that's all I had to say on that. So now that segment's over, let's see what the chat's saying. So Oliver Sindal, thank you for the 10 DKK. No idea what that is, but thank you. Yep, Staggered. That was definitely Staggered that you've seen in Google Devs. The other GDC. Yeah, GDC stands for Game Developers Conference. I apologize. You like my hair. Thank you, Furious Teddy. Damn, I remember when 250 gigabyte SSDs were the size of my head. Yeah, dude. The size of like storage is getting smaller and smaller. It's insane. Hasinger, Thank you for the love, my friend. Thank you. Someone said I'm getting fat. That's awesome. I've been trying to get fat for so long so I can work out and become shredded. What languages do I know? Should I really list them? Python, JavaScript, C#, CSS, HTML. I think that's where that ends. I just started looking to C and C++ because it's cool stuff. Scott is in the chat. Yo, I want to give a huge shout to Scott. I don't know if I released it or not, but there's a devlog on Staggered where I mentioned you, Scott, because I don't know if you remember this or not, but you told me to not nerf Teshi, like bring everyone else to be as fun as Teshi. Best advice I've ever gotten, man. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to our next segment, which is bada boom. Content focus for this year. So I did a super deep dive with the analytics on my channel, and I learned that pretty much the stat you see is what I've learned. So the AI related content, it brings in 44% of the traffic on my channel at 14 videos. Game related content brings in 30% of the traffic with 5 videos. Advice related, which is like, how to get started with something or like how to learn programming, stuff like that. It's 12% with 2 videos. Simulations, 5.6%, 3 videos. Robotics, 4% at 2 videos. And so, essentially, like after looking at the stats and kind of getting a feel of like what really works and what resonates with people, I think moving forward, I'm gonna be doing a lot of AI content, a lot of like game related content, and then more of the like advice related content. And then I still need to experiment with some other stuff. So we got a super chat from Mike Oxlong. He says, what are you going to do later tonight? Are you going out or stay in and catch up with some programming? I'm definitely not going out. I'm not a big going out guy. I've never really been a big going out guy. I'm going to be in here in this office working on something. Most likely the secret announcement that's coming soon in the next segment. But yeah, back to this. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is what the data says works. I'm going to try and, leverage that and see if it works out so that we can grow this channel and do even more cooler things. Yeah. Pretty straightforward, I think. And that segment is over. To the chat. Let's see. Your head has been hacked. Functions have always stumped me. And even though I know how they're used. Okay, so Razer CL4W77 asked the questions about getting help with like understanding functions and whatnot. If you look at the schedule in the description, there is a secret announcement or a special announcement, something like that. You're gonna like that announcement because it's tied to that. What was my favorite part of GDC? My favorite part of GDC was mostly the energy. You get like everywhere you go, it's just a bunch of nerds and a bunch of people who are like developing stuff or in the industry. The energy is fantastic. You get to see a lot of people like working on stuff, early prototypes, and you get to have conversations with people that are have the experience with AAA. I just love it, man. It was fantastic. First time too. It was my first time. I want to say shouts to Jedon Elliott. Jedon, what's up, man? Please shout out my name. Shout out DYDX. I think that's a calculus reference. Okay, cool. All right, so we're all caught up on the chat. Let's go on to our next segment. Our next segment is actually a Samoas break. Just gonna eat a few Samoas. Just enjoy this. These cookies, man. These cookies are so good. Whoops. Samoa cookies. The best cookies on the planet. Dude, I'm dropping crumbs everywhere. What one might call crumbs, I might call more cookies for later. Okay, and that marks the end of the Samoa segment. Now let's get to the chat. See what's going on. I love Doris. Doris's comment. Why are people watching this? Okay. Can you get a new Discord invite? I will post that in the description at some point. My favorite anime, man. I mean, I gotta be basic. I gotta say Dragon Ball. Ooh, Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. I like them like separately. They're both really good. I like both of them. But other than that, I like Big Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Big O, Fist of the Rising North Fist of the Rising something star, something like that. I like the old school like Gundams. Too many. There's too many to name. So Mike Oxlong again with another super chat. What do you think about the movie Us? I have not seen it yet. I really want to watch it, but I've been here just working on trying to get new content out for the last few weeks. But I will see it soon. The State of Jabrils 2019 eating Samoa cookies. Fist of the North Star. There it is. Thank you. But I'm behind. I need to watch like what is it? My Hero Academia, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and you catch them on like a lot of animes. I'm behind. What type of projects do you want to make with your skills? By Drew Staples. Yeah, that's a really interesting question. So it's strange. Like I'll get inspiration from the randomest things. And then, those random inspirations will inspire some sort of prototype, and I'll mock up that prototype and then get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, I don't really want to pursue this, but it was cool that I did get this prototype. And then in that process, I learned more skills. And so ultimately, like, I've learned that my objective at the moment is just to learn as much as possible, stay like on the frontier of cutting edge as possible. So when the time is right, and I know that like I want to pursue some project further and deeper, I will have like the necessary skills to do that and know, how to hire the right people to formulate a team in X, Y, and Z. So yeah, didn't answer your question at all, but it was a little rambling. This is a super chat to get you back on track. Splits. What's going on, Splits? Long time no see, man. Long time no see. Is there a coding 1v1 challenge? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it has to exist. Marcel Hasser says, happy. Thank you. Coding Minecraft in a week. What's good, Jabrils? You're a heavy advocate for open source? Yeah, for the most part. Like all the projects I put on this channel, I try and make open source so you can get your hands on it. But I understand sometimes like not everything can be open sourced. Okay, cool. So let's move on to our next segment. Our next segment is, let me put it up on screen here. My next AI project. So if you were in the stream a few minutes ago, I talked about how AI is one of the biggest drivers of traffic to my channel. Still to this day, the AI series that I did with Forrest is still like one of the highest viewed videos on my channel. Let's see. So Mike Ogslong again. Mike is a very rich man. Will you be ordering pizza for yourself later tonight? Mike, for you, I will. Mike, post your Twitter. I'll confirm this. I'll tweet you tonight the pizza that I order. I promise. Scott Dingman with the super chat to interrupt the flow. Also, send me another email when you're free. Will do. So back to the segment. So this is my next AI project. I have not got far in it at all. But the idea is, so the first AI project that I did was about Forrest running in a course, trying to become a course running master. That didn't go as planned, mostly because I was lazy. I didn't want to go back and add more functionality to the machine learning algorithm. But this next project that you see on screen, it's going to be more of a 1 versus 1 setting. So you see two bugs. They're I don't know how to do art. All right. So, but they're rhinoceros beetles, and essentially they're going to be physics based, just physics driven. I don't know how to phrase that. It's going to be completely determined by physics. Every single limb is going to have physics, weight, and all that stuff. And essentially they just want to knock each other off of the ring. Oh man, I should have queued up. I think I can still do it. Let me see if I can do this real quick because it's inspired by, let me see. Hold on. I'm not going to have this on screen, so it's going to be boring. I'll do this right now. I seen this GIF and it inspired this idea. Come on. Where I have to show you this. It's like you'll get it instantly. Maybe if I do smash. Oh, did I find it? I found it, but it's on YouTube. Let me just confirm this is it before I show you. Yes, this is the clip. Okay. I'm not going to play the music. Let's do this. And then show you here. So this, I seen this clip on Twitter like last year, something like this. And I was like, dude, this is a game. This is like AI right here. So you have two different like agents and they learn their own ways. And, and like, I don't know. I just want to see something like this happen. So this is the inspiration for the project. Anywho, back to this. So I wanna essentially give you the power. Oh, we have a super chat. Mike Oxlong at Sean Carey 333. Okay, cool. I will make sure to send you a pic of the pic of the pizza. Anyways, what was I saying? So this is I want to give you, the player, whatever, the trainer, whatever the case, the ability to get your own little beetle and then train it to converge however you want it to converge. I don't know, maybe you want to teach it the tactic to hang on the edge and have another beetle come at it and then it just like flings it off the edge, or maybe you just want to train the beetle to push the other beetle off of the stage. I don't know. I'm giving you that option. And it gets more exciting. Let me pull up my notes. So, physics-based frontal beetles, you train your own. I'm gonna have a few different ways to give you a few different options to train these beetles. And I'm going to use the AI algorithm, either NEAT or Q learning. I'm not going to do a regular feed-forward neural network like I did for the Forest series. These ones, they give you a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like freedom? Not freedom. Yeah, I don't know. It gives you a lot more. What word am I looking for? Control, not control. I don't know. It gives you a lot more ability to create a bunch of different types of AI brains, if you will. And then on top of that, so you will train your beetle. I'll train my beetle. Mike Oxlong will train his beetle. Scott Dingman will train him. Everyone will train theirs. And then on top of that, I'm going to add a networking component where you can upload your beetle to the cloud and then you can battle other people's beetles. And then the final layer is that I'm going to try and get sponsors involved and have like a tournament. So whoever gets first place will win like a cash prize. And yeah, and then I'll collect all that data and then use it for like another project. And yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I think this is originally what I really wanted to do with the Forest one, but I didn't know how to do like half the stuff at the time. And it took a very long time just to learn how to do it all. So I'm really excited for this one. I don't know when it'll be out. I'm going to say we're in Q2, probably the end of Q3. No, beginning of Q3. I'm going to do it. Beginning of Q3. Let's do this. Yeah, and that's that. I another part of the inspiration for this is when I did the Forest project, I did that because TensorFlow was getting really popular. All these different AI applications were getting really popular. And I was like, oh, this is it. Like, I've been waiting for this moment almost all my life. Video games are finally about to start having a bunch of different, like, really interesting AI behaviors in their games. But it's about a year later now, and like there isn't really much. Like you don't see any big game studios, publishing articles and whatnot about how their AI adapts to your behaviors and whatnot. So sometimes, if you want something done, you just gotta do it yourself. So let's do this. And that is the end of that segment. Let's see what the chat is saying. Danny is in the chat. Huge shouts to Danny. If you have not checked out Danny's devlog series, go check out his devlog series. It's really good. He's making a physics-based game himself. Check it out. Shouts to Danny. Oh, Mr. Troy. Mr. Troy's in the house. What's going on, man? Shouts to Mr. Troy. How long do you think this is going to take? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna take terribly long. There are a few different components to it. I did some part of the reason why I haven't uploaded in so long is I've been doing some research on stuff. One of which is networking and SQL. Like databases are really easy. That's not going to be a problem. Take a couple of days to set up, if that. The physics based part that's probably going to take a little time, and then the AI part. It's not going to take so much time to implement. Like that part's going to be easy, but more so to like test it and make sure that like the domain is like the right size. That is going to take some time. Or if I implement Q learning, I'll have to learn how to do that. But I'm still going to look at the differences and the pros and cons between Q learning and NEAT. So Kazuma says, "Do Q learning. Q learning. It works better in the long run." Can you back this up with some with some articles or facts or whatever? Because I really don't know anything about Q learning at the moment. I'll be honest with you. Who needs Pokemon? We train beetles. That honestly, Pokemon is the inspiration for this as well. Like I honestly, when like neural networks and AI started to get big, I was like, okay, Pokemon, they're going to come out with this AI thing and it's gonna be fucking awesome. But they didn't. They jumped on the AR train and left AI behind. Uh-huh. Have I heard of Ice Poseidon and Hampton Brandon? Yes, I have. I've heard of both of those cats. I keep my ear really low to the ground with YouTube. I know almost everybody that's doing something on this platform. Beetle versus Forest. Forza has machine learning. How does Forza use machine learning? I'm curious. With their driving agents? Yeah, man. So, Payush Aurora, I'm the worst. Aurora ask what's going to be your next big project, and I think what I just pitched is going to be the next big one. Um, Rakesh Sony asks, "You work alone?" I do at the moment, but I've been thinking about hiring someone to help out with some of the stuff here, just because I think it can help me get some stuff out faster and more efficiently. Cool. All right. All I'm gonna say is Mario was made with Neat. Yeah, that was the original inspiration. Honestly, for me getting into AI was that video. It was one of them. It was one of the big ones. I was just like mind boggled, like, oh my god, Neat is so cool. But I didn't understand like basic neural networks back then, so it was impossible for me to implement that. But I understand how to do Neat now from scratch. Let's do it. All right, all right. All right, so Mike Oxlong again. Are Udemy courses good? Have you tried any of them before? Do you prefer to learn on your own? I have not. I have not done any Udemy courses. I've only done Skillshare courses because they sponsored my video and I got in for free. But I can't speak to Udemy. I don't really know. Okay, so this is the last question I'm going to answer until the Q&A, or actually until the end of the next segment. Danny asks, is there a beta coming for Staggered? You got me hella excited when you announced it and Rick rolled everyone. uh, maybe. So originally I was planning on releasing version 0.2.0 as like an alpha release, but then I think I might be able to showcase the game at a like a little conference coming up soon. And if that's the case, then I'm just going to go to that and get the feedback from there. Because ultimately my goal is like I just want feedback. I just want people to like tell me what do you think about the game? Like, what would you change? What do you like? X, Y, and Z. And so that I can then, iterate on it And so if I go to this event and they give me feedback on the current state of it, then I'm not going to want to release it then. I'm just going to want to fix all the things that, the feedback that I got. So we'll see. But there will be at some point when I feel that it's like good enough for like a mass audience. Because honestly, when you release stuff like, games in particular, sometimes the first thing you release can really like put a stain on every other build that comes out. So I'm really just trying to optimize that as much as possible. So let's move on to the next segment. The next segment, which I do not have a slide for, so you're going to have to look in my face while I talk about this, is I have a special announcement. So one of the number one things that most people ask me on this channel is like, how can I get started with machine learning? And I made a video about that. I don't know how helpful the video is, but I'm thinking about doing like a part 2 update to make it a bit more like fleshed out and helpful for that video. But that's not this special. That's besides the point. The second most question that I get is like, I want to learn programming. Like, what should I do? What should I use? What language? X, Y, and Z. And so the special announcement is that you've asked for it, you've demanded it. I actually have a tutorial series coming very soon. 14 days, maybe 3 weeks at the most. It will be up on this channel. It's about 25 to 30 different videos that walks you through everything. How to choose an IDE, how to install it, what languages, different data types, functions, methods, everything. Everything's fleshed out. I'm partnering with a very powerful partner, as well as all I can say without getting in trouble. But be on the lookout for that. It should be pretty cool, pretty exciting. I'm really excited to release it. Yeah, that's that. That's the end of that segment. So let's see what's going on. How much time do you spend a day? How much you spend each day on work and improving your skills? Pretty much all of it, to be honest. I wake up, I'll work out, eat some food, take a shower, come to the office, and then just like, the way that I view it though, it's not so much like improving my skills. It's more so like trying to solve some problem that's like eating my brain. And in the process of solving that problem, I learn like a lot. Yeah, there's that. Eat more in the next segment. Techno Ginger just found out where I lived. That's creepy. In and Out. In and Out just gave a $20 super chat. That's huge. Thank you, In and Out. Huge fan of your products. For what it's worth, there is a very good Udemy course that teaches AI as applied to Unity. It involves Q-learning, genetic algorithms, and neural networks. It's called A Beginner's Guide to Machine Learning with Unity. If that's so, I got to check that out. That sounds really interesting. That sounds really fascinating. Rakesh Sony asks if I have a girlfriend. Yes, I do have a girlfriend. Her name is Rita Mae. She's a very lovely woman. Shout outs to my girlfriend. Why do I keep getting closer to the mic? Like, I'm not even in frame. I'm like peeking every time I talk. Anywho, blah, 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 blah. I think that's all for that. What do you think about KSI? I don't know a terrible lot about KSI. Only like when he's in the news for doing some crazy shit. But I mean, the only thing I will say is that like when you are heavily motivated, you sometimes like your actions don't necessarily reflect your beliefs. Like again, I'm not slamming anyone here, but there is a component to like selling out that you have to do. I don't know. I need like a more specific question, but I wish nothing but the best for the lad. Cool. Let's move on to our last and final segment before Q&A. where we just get to hang out and chat. This last segment is bada bing. It froze. Why'd you freeze? Bada bing. Oh God, no. No video. You will play. All right. If it's it doesn't exist. Wait, what happened? My computer is tripping out today. Bada bing. The last segment is a Patreon revamp. So, yeah, about Patreon. I'm in a really interesting situation. So there's Patreon, which is like one of the biggest popular crowdfunding websites on the planet at the moment. And I'm the worst with asking for money. It's hard for me to ask people for money because I fear getting comfortable. I don't ever want to get to a certain monetary milestone and okay, this is it. This is I can be comfortable with this. I don't like that. So it's hard for me to ask for money, but I do have a Patreon if you're interested in supporting. And at the moment, the rewards are kind of all coming soon, and I haven't really worked too much on them. But I have thought of a new reward system that I want to change for the Patreon, and what you're looking at is pretty much it. So these are what I call hack spots, and you get to customize your own custom hack spot. Only one is currently customized. That's Rita Moat, which is my girlfriend because I forced her to customize hers for the video. But Scott, if you're in the chat, I would love for you to check out the Patreon page and customize your own hack spot and send it to me. So I have some really interesting ideas that I want to do for this. One of the things I want to do is I want to use the Patreon API to create a little portal where you can log in and customize your hack spot, and I don't know, maybe tie some sort of reward to it based on the videos. But on top of that, I'm going to feature a lot of the hack spots in the videos. So the next video that's coming out, I have this segment or this animation that's all hack spots. So if you're a supporter on Patreon, you'll get featured in that way, with an animation. Maybe do some hack spot games. I don't know. I just thought this was a cool little incentive to perhaps get you to support on Patreon. And yeah, even using some AR stuff, so I can throw these into some AR application and throw that on screen for a video. That's that. That is that. And I think that's all I have to say about that. Bada boom. More on this will be coming soon. I just give me a little time. Okay, so to the chat now. That segment is over, so now it's officially Q&A time. Let's chat, lads. Let's see what's going on. Am I an epic gamer? An epic gamer. I used to be a huge gamer, but now I don't really have time for anything other than slaving to make videos on YouTube and try and make games and whatnot. Scott Dingman, yes, you have been a Patreon for a while, and I thank you, man. I thank you for all the support that you give. Please check out the last Patreon post. It has instructions on how you can customize a hack spot. I would love to have your customized hack spot featured in the videos. What else is going on here? Road to 200,000. Am I that close? How close am I? Let's see what's going on here. Current subscribers 193,500. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Wow. I remember when I was at 12,000 hurting. Oh man, those are tough times. What's the hardest thing? What's the hardest thing about video game development? I think the hardest thing about video game development, in my personal opinion, is just the amount of time that it takes. It takes a very long time to get satisfaction. You can work on one feature and it'll take you a day or two just to do a little showable progress bar. It'll take you a couple of days. I think that's probably, at least on top of my head, one of the hardest things about game development. Can I talk about my income? Yeah, sure. I'm not going to give you any figures, but I have a few different streams, YouTube, um, sponsors. I do some investing, and then I I get grant money, or I got a grant. I'll say I got a grant. I haven't gotten more than one grant yet, but those are some of my income streams. I hope that helps you. Can I? What do you think about PewDiePie? I personally love PewDiePie. I used to hate PewDiePie back when he did like the screaming content. I was just like, how is this like the number one content? I don't understand it. This sucks. But ever since he made his change to do like more topical contents and like drama and stuff, I don't know. I think PewDiePie is really funny. There is his controversies in which like, listen, nobody's perfect, man. Like everyone has something that they're not proud of, including myself. But all in all, just having watching PewDiePie for a while, I know that he, in the end, he means well. I love PewDiePie. I like your game. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, there's a lot. Am I subscribed to PewDiePie? Yes, I am. Am I going to make a video on GDC? I am not. I was trying to look for a good angle, but I couldn't find one. So I don't want to bore you guys. I mean, if I were to make a video, it would be like, hey guys, I met Brackies. The end. um, I've been following you since making moves. What is that? I've been following you since making moves. I don't know what making moves is. Maybe I forgot. That sounds. If I forgot, that was a long time ago. Do you have an app on the Play Store? I do have an app on the Play Store. I think I do. Recently, the Play Store have been cracking down on apps, kind of like YouTube has been cracking down on content. So I remember getting a couple of emails saying that like my app was removed or something like that. So I don't know what's left at the moment. It's not really worth my time to go look, but I've released a couple games on the Play Store. What do you do to get inspirations and ideas from Rex Maverick? What do I do? Um, I actually have a bit of a problem from. I have a bit of a problem of like not getting. What am I trying to say? I have a bit of a problem from getting too much inspiration. Is what I'm trying to say. For whatever reason, like I get inspired by the most simplest thing. Right? I'll see an ant walking on carpet and be like, oh, that's like an interesting theory on how we traverse across time and space, and I don't know. It's terrible. Um, but it's also very how you say um I don't know English. What am I trying to say? It's very honorable, I guess you can say, because I have a notebook with like 1,000 different ideas that I'll never get to. But at any time, I can just like pick one off the list and make a video about it or make like a prototype on it or something. Elon Musk should review Jabrils games featuring Jablinski games. I gotta check out that channel. Just want to say that I love your video editing style. Thank you, Blue Orb. Thank you a lot. I'll tell you, some of the higher ups don't really take me serious with that editing style, but it's all good. It is all good. It's fun. What is your favorite project you've ever worked on? Let me take a look at my video queue real quick so I can answer that appropriately. Oh, actually, I'm gonna have to give it to the uh the drone, the AI and drone video. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Actually, yeah, I'll say that video, the first robotic game that I made, pretty much anything that's like physical, those are so fun. Those projects are incredibly fun. But the forest project is obviously a really fun one too. What's your favorite game of all time? Favorite game of all time? Ooh, that is a tough one. That's a real tough one. I don't know. I mean, I want to be basic and say Final Fantasy VII just because I love the story and the mechanics of that game. But honestly, my answer is some simulation that I can't think on top of my head because I love simulators like crazy. Have you gotten any plans on continuing the drone project? No, I'm not going to continue the drone project. At least that one, because the Tello as hardware, it's not that great as like drone hardware. It's really lightweight. You have to keep it inside if you want to do anything, and I'm not that interested. Oh my god. Oh my god. NVCC09. Alex Hodera making moves. Are you kidding me? What? How? What? Are you serious? Dude, that is. Dude, holy shit. That's 2010. Oh my god. That's insane. What is your name so I can like stream handshake you right now? That is insane. Oh my god. So just to update on why I'm mind blown. So NVCC09 in the chat just said they've been following me since a show called Making Moves, which man, which was a show that I came across on Facebook back in like 2009, I think it was, about these real estate dudes in Boston, Massachusetts, that had this new take on like we're gonna make a real estate company, but we're also going to like film it and make a show out of it. And so I was like a super fan of that because back then there was not anything like this on the internet. And they came out to Los Angeles, and I live in San Diego, which is like a 2-hour drive up north. And they featured me in one of my in one of their episodes. And NVCC09 is saying that they've been around for that long. That is insane. Holy hell. Oh my god, that's insane. I'm mind blown. Anywho, well, hey, tip of the hat to you. That's oh, all right. I'm gonna hit up Alex. I still have his contact. I'm gonna share that with him. First time stream watcher and love your videos. Do you ever feel overwhelmed or and worry when needing to learn something you're unfamiliar with? No. Not at all. I'm excited. When there's something I'm unfamiliar with, I am pumped. The way I see it, to me, it's like Pokemon. It's like I want to catch them all. I want to know AR. I want to know VR. I want to know machine learning. I want to know wearables. I want to know networking. I want to know everything. I want to catch them all. So I get really excited, you know. Hi from Russia. Hello, Yuri. Love the name. I want to learn how to make games. Is Python a good starting point? Ken AR, I can answer this question simply with a 2-letter word. No. No, it is not. Would you recommend me stick to C++ or move to another language that's easy like Python? I've got the understanding of C++, but still a little difficult. Would you recommend moving on? Rayman, it depends. What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to solve? You said yeah, it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. I just recently started looking into C++, and from my understanding, versus Python, go with Python because they solve so many different problems, so many things for you right out the box. And C++, it might take you a little while. You have to write this thing, write that thing just to get like this one function that Python offers out the box. But from what I've heard, C++ is like one of the most optimal languages there are. I asked me that question a year. I'll probably have a better answer for you. AGM from Kenya. Cool content, dude. Thank you. Mike Oxlong again with another super chat. Would you consider using sprites instead of 3D models in your game? Great question. That is a great question. So um, I suck at doing sprites. I suck at spriting. Anything 2D, even like backgrounds. I can't even make like a two-dimensional like box. So that's why you never see me using sprites. 3D is so much easier. You know, you just take a circle and another circle and you just extrude the vertices and connect them and you have a dumbbell. Like it's so easy. Um, so I would consider it, but I would need someone that take care of that stuff for me. Zach CH, sir, big fan. Thank you, Zach. Zark. I'm sorry, Zark. Why does everyone say start with Python? Danny, it's funny. I think that it's really a matter of like what class of programming you fall under. Like if you are doing more like processing stuff or, you know, data manipulation and stuff, I wouldn't recommend that you start in any other language than Python. But if you're doing games, I definitely would say like start in honestly whatever language your favorite engine offers. At that point, it's not really that important. Okay, there's a lot of questions coming in. As a senior, I'm a senior Java dev and feel like I hate programming. How would you act in such situation? Ah, ah, great question. So I've never been a senior Java developer. Um, and this question is from XXX Brenner XXX. How would I act in such situations? Well, I think that I would act in one of two ways. I would either stop developing in Java or find another job. I think that's what I would do. Because it might be your job. And it just might be the task that you have to do at your job you don't like. But again, I've never been a senior Java developer, so I'm the worst to ask about that. So we got two super chats. Let's address these. DLG. I like that. DLG. Just showing support. Sorry it's not much. Love your videos. That's more than enough, man. Even if you donated a penny, like that's more than enough. Thank you, friend. Mike Oxlong, again. Mike Oxlong is working on giving me his entire paycheck. You crazy bastard. You can download off-the-shelf sprites at opengameart.com or .org. Yeah, I don't know. I like original assets. There's something about them. You don't have to worry about someone coming for your head, but I'll look at that. I'll open the tab right now. Am I a Padres fan? I am not a sports fan. Sorry. When AI becomes an official sport, I'll be a sports fan then. Can you continue? Oh my God. So naming 10,009 says, can you make Pour Les for the Switch? Funny enough, I'm actually currently developing Pour Les. It's one of the prototypes that I left out. But yes, that game is so far really fun. Classic load runner vibes that I'm really digging. If you subscribe to my game dev channel, you'll see a devlog on that soon. Danny, by the way, what program do you make your models in? I kind of want to look into 3D modeling like you. I use Blender. Blender is free. It's easy. It's been in development for many, many years. Fleshed out. You can't go wrong with Blender, in my personal opinion. And you can import the raw files into Unity, so it's perfect. So what is that? Syngrinius. Hi, Jabrils. Have you ever thought about dubbing your videos in different languages and publishing them on different YouTube domains like German, Spanish, Mandarin? Yeah, I would love to. The problem is my team size, and perhaps I can find some company that does that and just takes a percentage of the proceeds. But I would love to do that. It's just me personally, I don't have the time Because if I invest time in doing that, then less videos come out. If less videos come out, yeah, you get the flow. But I will look into that. That would probably be something useful. Sorry, give me. I'm just reading like all the chats. Hold on. And what language are you using for your Beatles project? I'm using C Sharp and Unity engine. I think I'm thinking about it. I don't know how much time I have, but I'm gonna open up a API for the Beetle game where you can use Python to train the Beatles if you want to. But we'll see how much time I have for that. So Carlos Hernandez asks, do you think of going into making of a VR game? Yeah, I actually do. I think about it quite often, at least once a week. But as far as like voting how my time is spent, it always gets outvoted. But I want to experiment with like a God game in VR. Like, is that not the dream? Like, is that not the dream? I mean, you have this little world, and you have like your God hands, and you like can interact, and oh, that would be fucking fantastic, man. Let the community translate your videos. Yeah, I that feature is it's on. You can do that without like asking me. I'm pretty sure. But the question that they asked was dubbing, not subbing, subtitling. Where did you get that sweet hat? Hey. I made it. I made it. Wick. Oh, Victor. Yo, did I meet you at GDC? Victor. Maybe another one. Anyhow, how do you see your channel in a year? In a year's time. Listen, I'm going big. I'm going all out here. I want to be at 1 million subscribers. And I think I know how to do it. I did a super deep dive on my channel, and I think I know how to do it. Because with 1 million subscribers, we'll be able to do so much cool stuff. Oh man. The thing is, here's the thing. I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent. Hold on, real quick. We have a super chat from Yuri. Thank you, Yuri. 300 rupees. I'm not sure what currency that is, but you give inspiration. Thank you, Yuri. Yuri, thank you, my friend. But back to my tangent. So, so the ecosystem. I've been on YouTube for a very, very long time. I am almost a grandpa that just recently found an audience, but the way that this system works, it reflects a lot of the real world. And what I mean by that is that what people are interested in, just human nature, is one of two things, right? Tragedy or triumph. That's all people care about at its core. And so with that, when you have a channel like mine, that's about programming, it's about computer science, it's about tech. The odds of you being able to grow a very popular channel is a lot slimmer. You know, if we're talking the numbers of like PewDiePie and Jake Paul and KSI, like the chances are really slim because you it's pretty much like a funnel of niche that you tunnel down to. And so, you know, knowing this, it's like, well, how okay am I with that? You know, and not to be greedy, but it's like, obviously, like we all want to grow. We all want to, you know, attain accolades and be able to do cool stuff. And so where I'm going with this is that, like, after doing a deep dive, I think I figured out a strategy in which, like, I'm able to respectfully pull from, you know, human nature, but still make it educational and fun. So I think I can do it. Singrius, gotta go rake leaves. Awesome stream, and thanks for being on today. Good luck and keep being awesome. Raking leaves. As a Californian, I don't know what that's like. But thanks for joining us. All right. What do I think of the Godot engine? I want to try it really bad. I really want to try the Godot engine. But time is like these days very, very, very precious. All right. So we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. At an hour and 15, I think I'm going to cut the stream. Otherwise, I'll be here all day talking with you guys, which I wouldn't mind doing, but yeah. What else we got going on here? Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. What's your favorite Zelda game? Mine is Majora's Mask. Yeah, I agree. Majora's Mask is a great game. I love the ingenuity of that game. Ocarina of Time is another classic, of course, and Breath of the Wild, obviously. What is my Game Boy? I think it's not Four Swords. Minish Cap. I believe Minish Cap is like another one on that list. So Psycho Genius asks, when you have too many ideas, what to make, how do you choose what to do first? How you do the easy first or make fun? What is priority? Okay, so yeah, so it's a bit interesting how this works as far as like choosing like what idea to focus on. There's a few variables at play. One of which is like trendy. Like, is it trendy? Are people talking about this? Because I have a YouTube channel and I'm trying to grow. Another thing is like, how interesting is it really? Like, what components can I take apart from it that's interesting that'll get you excited to learn about it, or get you involved in programming and whatnot. And another really interesting variable is just like, how much time have I invested in this already, right? So if there's something that I look into and like it's now 5 days later, well, it's like, well, I got to make a video on this because obviously it's interesting enough for me to spend 5 days on it. So it's a bit of a crapshoot, but yeah. Hi, I'm the 10-year-old from Instagram. Almighty Assassin, I'm calling the YouTube cops on you because you are not allowed to have a YouTube channel. You are not allowed to have a YouTube channel. I'm calling the YouTube cops. I'm just kidding. You're fine with me. I won't snitch on you, man. But hello, greetings, Almighty. I don't remember our conversation. I'm sorry. As a Californian, how do you feel about Nipsey Hussle? So I didn't really know much about Nipsey Hussle before this event. I heard about him when he first like got a super big hit like 10 years ago or something like that. But after that, I didn't hear anything about him really. But after that, the tragic event that's happened to him, a lot of videos have been surfacing out about him and like what his objectives were and his goals. And like, it's a shame, man. It's such a shame on, yeah, Yeah, we gotta educate. We gotta educate the world, man. Anywho, NVCC09, clothing line, little pot prank, developer, MM. Man, NVCC09, you're very impressive, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I hope to shake your hand someday. That's incredible that you're still around. That's insane. Dude, you make me realize how long I've been on this quest. Mike Oxlong again, the rich man from not sure where. Do you like the channel In Scope Studios? I don't know of this channel. What's it about? I'll have to look into it. Sir, your videos are so late. It's like one video per month. I really want your channel to grow. It's so cool. Zark CH, thanks, man. I'm glad you're looking out for my channel. Yes, you're right. Recently, I've been really slow with the uploads, and part of the reason is like I got really invested into developing games, making prototypes and whatnot. But I think I found a nice balance. I've been using something called toggle.com, TLGGL.com, and I essentially am able to track all my hours, like how much time I'm investing in this and that. And it really, like being able to look at that data, like on a pie chart or a bar graph, it really helps me understand like my habits and my behaviors. And with that view, through that, I'm able to change some of my behaviors to be more optimal with how I work. So know that a change is coming soon. It's coming really soon. After this tutorial series is over, telling you, man, I'm telling you, we're hitting it hard. We're hitting it hard. Okay. I said this is the point where we're getting off the stream, but I'm going to answer 3 more questions, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Till next time. Let's see. Best questions. So you guys are asking a lot of collaboration questions. And yeah, I would love to collaborate with more of the you guys are calling them YouTube programmers. I would love to collaborate more with them. But the thing is, like, collaborations, they take a lot of time. They take a lot of work. You have 2 different brains with 2 different ideas, 2 different visions, and you have to somehow like make them cohesive and make them work. And it requires a lot of investment from my time, a lot of investment from their time. You know, maybe they don't have a lot of time this week, but I do. And then I don't have a lot of time this week, but they do. It can be quite tricky. But I for sure want to figure out some ways to like do more collaborations, because it's so cool to see that there's so much like programming content on YouTube now. You know, back when I started my channel, like the reason why I started my channel is because there wasn't much of that. You know, there's Brackies, there was Uni College, and a couple other ones, but now there's so many, and it's fantastic. I'm happy that there's so many different avenues for people to consume this type of content. So, Ahad Cove, you said that my YouTube is pretty small, but I would love to do an AI electrical engineering project collab with you. I'm open to any and all collabs. Your message was redacted or retracted. I would love to do any and all collabs. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a tip. This is something that I learned. Back when I was smaller, I would send out collaborations to everyone, or at least inquiries to bigger channels. But now that I'm here, I can give you a really useful tip. If you want to do a collaboration, make sure to send a collaboration over to whoever you want to collaborate with as much detail as possible, but also brief. If that makes any sense, like as much detail as possible, but really brief, and try and make it like as enticing as possible. Essentially, you want to say like here's something unique that you can't get otherwise without working with me, but without being like really, egotistical about it, because then I'll read it, for instance, and oh wow, this is a really cool idea. Like, yes, let's do this. I'll contact you back. Yeah, it's more of a time thing than anything. Like time is anyhow. I guess this is the last question. Who is going to get the last question? Oh, cool. This is not a question, but in the chat, everyone check out SV443. He posted the link to the Discord server. I know some of you guys were asking about that. I'm pretty sure that's the Jabrils Discord, unless he went rogue and did his own. But check out that link. All right, so last question is going to go to I'm going to give it to you. Victor, will you collab with some bigger YouTuber, non-programmer to mix audiences with them? So, yes, the answer is yes. But there's a couple dimensions to this. I'll start with not only YouTuber, like I want to reach outside of YouTube and mix audiences with people that do, all different kind of stuff. Um, but the most important part is that I think that the mixing audiences part, at least from like the data I've collected, it should never really be the objective of any collaboration, because you don't really know like what the conversion rate's going to be. And so if your measure of success is like, I want to collaborate with this channel or this person so that we can mix audiences, and then you get like a 3% return in conversion, you're going to be really upset. And then you're going to be like, I don't want to collaborate because they get it. I think that like when you do collaborations, like the objective really should be to like create something cool, something unique, something that can't be done without this collaboration happening, and somehow use that as a measurement of success, because then that encourages you to do more of them. But yeah, I currently want to I'm trying the best I can to work with like a beauty guru channel. So we can do like some programming with beauty guru, because there's like this whole idea that like women aren't into programming, which, I mean, statistically speaking, it is true. But I want to challenge the idea that like it's not possible to get more women into programming. And I've heard this really excellent quote by a an employee at YouTube, which she essentially just said, like, you have to meet people where they're at instead of expecting them to meet you where you're at. So I went on a bit of a ramble. All right, so we got a last super chat for Unforgettable Juan. I moved from C# Unity to C++ Unreal 4 due to the game I'm currently working on or currently making. I have very base understanding of C#, but for C++, I've been with it for about 2-3 months, still recommending moving to Python. Wait, I'm not sure. I've been with it for about 2 to 3 months, still recommend moving to Python. Not sure the context of this. Maybe I'm missing something, because I don't think Unreal Engine supports Python. And I know you're not talking about Pygame. But cool. Sweet. Thanks for that, Unforgettable One. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Anyhow, that's the end of the stream. That's the end of the stream, guys. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank you all for joining. I want to thank everyone who were in the super chat. And I'm baffled. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for coming. Hopefully we'll do another stream soon or something like that. New video coming out soon. New series coming out soon. AI project is very, very. I'm rambling. I'm gonna go eat some food now. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you again in the next one. And this stream is over. How do I turn it off? Oh, great. My smooth ending just went to shits. Where do I go? What do I press? Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. See ya. Peace. God dang it. In the stream. Wait, what? I'm still live? I hit stop stream. Oh my God. That's a